From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV. And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers game preview tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the Battle of Alberta for the third time. It's round number 3 against the Calgary Flames in the 2018-2019 season in an all-pivotal matchup. Right now, as it stands, the Oilers sit on the outside looking into the playoffs by 1 point. So mind you, after everything that's gone wrong since we last shut out Calgary in December 1-0, well, guess what? We actually still stand a pretty good chance. It is up to us, the Edmonton Oilers, to play well, play hard, win hockey games. It's as simple as that for the Oilers. And I think it comes down to one thing in particular: do exactly what we did against the Flames last time out. Mikko Koskinen going to be in net. I'll get to him in a bit. You got to have the big guns going, and you got to play good, responsible defense all the way home for 60, 65 minutes, whatever it takes to get this W tonight against the Calgary Flames. If you watched my video earlier today, what I mentioned is essentially, you win this game against Calgary, the next two are easy peasy going into the All-Star break, right? You've got Carolina, you've got Detroit. A win against Calgary sets you on a 3-game win streak, sets you up for potentially a 5-game run into the All-Star break. 5 wins, you take a week off, you regroup, maybe make a trade or something in between somewhere in there, and go out and get yourself a playoff spot, a playoff wildcard berth, 3rd spot in the Pacific Division, maybe, if we go absolutely insane. Don't see it happening. But that all begins tonight against the Calgary Flames. It's as simple as that for the Oilers. A good effort here, a big W, gets us where we're going down the road towards the playoffs in early April. So guys, without further ado, I've ranted enough. Let's go get to the lineups. I like to get to the lineups early. Problem with the lineups is, of course, with this 2-day break, you usually get the lineups a day beforehand. So Jack Michaels had the tweet out on January 18th, somewhere I think around 11 o'clock if I remember, because I had just seen it pop up when I took lunch yesterday. Draisaitl, McDavid, Chiasson. Now I'm going to get to a point right here. I don't want to talk more about the lines until I get this point out of my way. There are 4 guys who have points in 2 games against the Calgary Flames this season. There's 4 guys in those 2 games combined on the Oilers roster who have points in those games. Can you name them? Well, let's name them here. How about Alex Chiasson, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Adam Larsson. Now let's go over to the other one. The other game, the December game in the 1-0 victory, Connor McDavid, Alex Chiasson, and Leon Draisaitl. So right there, you see the big line has 2 points against the Calgary Flames so far this year. And Adam Larsson, the lone outlier. Of course, we were all happy he got that assist. That was a really important assist for him. Maybe a turning point in his season. Really didn't cultivate to be one, I don't think. But you know what I mean. In terms of guys needing to step up, tonight is a big effort. We've got the top line. They've done it against the Flames. We're 1-1 against the Flames, due in part because of Mikko Koskinen and because of the big line. That's, you know what, 100%. I'm not going to argue that. Tonight, it's up to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th lines to come in and support them. Obviously, the big line, when you're facing Calgary, guys, you cannot say depth scoring is going to win this, because the big line has to win this. This is a game Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Alex Chiasson have to come in and win this for the Oilers. It's a game where they will thrive if they can get the job done. Now, Kara, RNH, and Yamamoto on the 2nd line. Honestly, you guys saw my preference of trading Yamamoto over top of Kara. The thing here is, if you're going to play around with Yamamoto on the 2nd line, you've got to have somebody out there to protect him. If he gets run, especially in this kind of game, Jujhar Khaira on the left wing is the guy I would love to have there. Obviously, him and Nuge have been hooking up again. Well, you saw that in the whatchamacallit in the Vancouver game. So, yes, it makes sense to have Khaira and RNH together, but have Yamamoto on that line, Khaira becomes doubly as important. So we'll see what Khaira does tonight. Maybe a scrap. I wouldn't be surprised. Khaira's, he's been waiting it out. Lucic, Cave, and Kassian, I don't buy this as the 3rd line. Not for a second do I buy that Lucic, Cave, and Kassian are the 2nd line or 3rd line for the Oilers tonight. I believe it will be Puljujärvi. I think what the whole aspect here was just in practice, based on the lines, to get Puljujarvi, who was slotted on the fourth line, some different looks with some different guys. Obviously, they're trying to find that guy who's really going to click Puljujarvi into the playmaker and shooter he can and should be. So he was on the fourth line with Reeder, Brodziak. Well, thing is, I don't read too much into Puljujarvi playing on the fourth line. Brodziak's going to be on the fourth line every night, but it's playing with the fact of Reeder. So essentially what I think Ken Hitchcock is doing with this line combination is just playing around, getting Puljujarvi some time with Reeder, and essentially setting up Reeder, Cave, Puljujarvi 2 or 3 shifts into the game, and then getting Lucic, Brodziak, and Kassian back together. Obviously, you'd want them all to go out there and change the momentum. You want to talk in November, or what was it, in December, they had some good shifts against the Calgary Flames. Well, now you get a chance to do that again, work some success. Essentially, like I said, everything the Oilers need to do to win tonight, they did in December against the Flames when they won 1-0. Koskinen, league average or better goaltending. How about perfection? That's what we're talking about, absolute perfection out of Mikko Koskinen. 1 or 2 I don't think is going to sink us tonight. That's the key. I think 1 or 2 will make it a fine and dandy night for the Oilers. Then you've got guys coming in there, the top line going to town. They got to get some points. The defense has got to be defensively responsible. Caleb Jones, Darnell Nurse, Adam Larsson, those 3, if they can contribute between them 2 points, we would be flying, guys. It would be absolutely insane. So an 8 o'clock start on Hockey Night in Canada, a Battle of Alberta in December when it's so important, or December, January. Whoa, is it 2019 yet? It's so important, this game, to get a victory, and for the Flames, it's going to be as simple as doing the same things they did in that first game against the Oilers in November. Just run them around after they have their sustained attack, right? The Oilers came out battling pretty good under Todd McLellan, let's say, in that November 17th game, and then fell off, and that was the end of Todd McLellan, right? He was a dead man walking. They just had to coordinate getting Ken Hitchcock into the job, and that's why he coached against Vegas in my mind. However, so Mikko Koskinen, what we got to check here is, like I said, against the Flames, he's had a shutout absolute perfection, and he also had a .917 save percentage in that game against the Flames in Calgary that I went and watched. Well, now you look at his stats, and this is where I will settle for anything close to these stats. A .265 goals against average, make it 2, and make the save percentage 9, 10, or higher, and the Oilers win this game. Defensively responsible, top line, Mikko Koskinen, everyone, do your thing, good to go. Depth scoring, like I said, it's going to be important, but it's not going to be what determines this game. Because obviously, you know what, the Flames, they have good depth scoring too. Matthew Tkachuk, all those guys, Michael Backlund can get the job done. Thing is, for the Oilers tonight, it is top line versus top line. Elias Lindholm, and then you've got Johnny Gaudreau and Sean Monahan. Oh, man, guys, and the goaltending isn't exactly perfection for either side, let's be honest. We don't have superstar goalies on either side, but guys, it is going to be absolutely nuts to think about how much of a battle this is going to be for the Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers. There's going to be the rough stuff, probably 100%. It's getting to be that greasy point of the season. But Johnny Gaudreau and Connor McDavid are neck and neck for points in the NHL right now. You've got Sean Monahan at 59, Matthew Tkachuk at 56, Elias Lindholm at 56. Guys, if you want to go check out a video I did covering the Flames trade with Carolina in the offseason, I try to cover a little bit more in the offseason than I do just in the regular season. But for Elias Lindholm, I said 70-point season. Right now he's on pace to do over 80. That's crazy. And for the Oilers, it's as simple as that. Shut down the top line. Mark Giordano, 49 points in 47 games. Yeah, scary back end as well. So, you know what? You can imagine what Oscar Klefbom would be doing for us right now. But guys, for the Calgary Flames, they are everything going right for them at this point. And that is exactly what worries me tonight, is if the November 17th Oilers show up, right? Come out hard and then all of a sudden fall flat and just butcher show it. Just absolutely come down in on yourselves. That is what they need to avoid. Now, Mikko Koskinen having the shutout last time at home, He's playing at home again tonight, right? It's an Oilers home game in the Battle of Alberta, the last one of the season. Well, guys, that is so important, I think, for what this game's going to end up being. Because for the Oilers against the Flames, a little home cooking, a little bit of Mikko Koskinen confidence at home. Oh, guys, it's going to be beautiful. You got to 100% believe that the Oilers stand a very, very, very good chance to win this game. And let me say, if the Oilers play half as good as I feel I look today, I think we're going to be good to go. I know that's a little vain of me, but you know what I mean? It is going to be a good time to be an Oilers fan if they come out hard, top line scores, some depth scoring happens, Mikko Koskinen gets the job done, defensive responsibility. How many times have you heard me say that in the matter of the last 10 minutes and 37 seconds? About 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. How many ever times I have to say it to get it across the point that it is going to be an all-in effort for the Oilers tonight to beat the Flames. So let's go check the Flames, see if I can get anything going here, and we should be able to find the lines if they have anything tweeted out. They do not. All right, so that's fine and dandy. I'm not worried about it. Calgary Flames sit atop the Pacific Division. Time for us to get back into the playoffs, guys. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. Enjoy tonight's game. I will hopefully have the breakdown later tonight. I'm not sure. See what the internet does. See where I am at the end of the night. I will catch you guys up on later.